a little after 7 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, and I'm on my way to work. We just recorded the podcast last night. Art usually comes down from San Francisco, and then Brian and Warren are local, and we record at my house here on the west side of Santa Cruz. So today I drive solo on most Tuesdays to work. Some of the other days I take my daughter, but the days I go solo, I just head up to Highway 1, or as some people, I think, as they call it down south, the PCH, and I just head straight up Highway 1, and coast on the left, all the bay and the ocean, and then head up there and go to San Mateo area. I'm trying to think what we did last night at the podcast. We recorded super late. It was like till 11:30 or something like that, because we had a lot of coastal range rally prep talk, and Warren and I had pre-run the rally the other day, so went over notes for that. And I don't really have any rebuttals for the podcast or anything. I'm sure Art does. He always thinks of tons of stuff to say. Our text, we have like a DWA text chain, and it's just full the whole next day of Art bringing up cars he forgot to mention, or stuff like that. I'm sure you can imagine, if you're a podcast listener, what that would look like. But yeah, so right now we're just heading up to the city, and just trying to get everything done with the 944 before the rally. I received my outer sway bar bushings yesterday, so they were sitting there when I got home last night. I got some PowerFlex bushings, polyurethane. I don't know, I've never really run poly bushings before. I know they can squeak and stuff like that, but I do have a huge sway bar up front, and I don't know, I figured why not. So I already put polyurethane center supports for the sway bar, the bushings, and then I was waiting for these outer ones. The ones I had ordered before were for a turbo, and they're just a straight cylinder, and mine are more of like a horseshoe. So I had to order those. They took like a week and a half. They're PowerFlex, so it's a UK company, but I know they were shipped from the Midwest somewhere. So I'm going to install those this weekend, and then probably install the driver's side control arm and put a new ball joint in there at the same time. And I think I'll be pretty set, knock on leather, for the rally after that. So that's about all I have to do. And then as far as the rally is concerned, just like last night, we recorded a bunch of ad rolls for sponsors for the rally. We have Michelin, we have Off the Record, which is a site that it's an app too in the iPhone, iOS app, but they get you out of tickets and stuff like that. So they pair you up with a lawyer that they just take care of the ticket for you. So we have Off the Record, Michelin, and Sharkworks are the three main sponsors for the rally. You all know Sharkworks. And actually, Instagram was kind of blowing up last night or yesterday, because it looks like Johnny Lieberman and Jethro Bobbington are doing a head-to-head with snowboarders. So the Sharkworks, I think it's a 4.1, maybe 4.1 997 GT3. Forget if it's a Gen 1 or a Gen 2 car. I think it might be a Gen 1. So they're doing his car, and then there's the Gunther Works, the Vorsteiner, Peter Nam's car. And then they had another one too, like Workshop, I believe. workshop 911. I forget if that's a early. I'm sure it's a backdate car. It might even be just a normal, like a G body with RS, with just fiberglass bumpers on it or something like that. You know, obviously a built motor and stuff like that. Probably like a 3.6 or 3.8 twin plug. But yeah, Sharkworks has been rad, and all the guys from Sharkworks will be on our rally, so that'll be really fun. And two of them, James and Dan, were on the rally last year in the Sharkworks GT2, which puts out something like, you know, near 800 horsepower or something like that. I know last year they were a little bored. They wish they had, you know, lighter, smaller kind of DWA style cars for the rally, because it's just too easy in a car like that. It produces so much grip, and it's, you know, so just, they're too confident, too much power and everything. So this year the Sharkworks guys are bringing a Lotus Europa, a Lotus Esprit, and a AW11 Toyota MR2. So that'll be pretty interesting. But we have so many rad cars to go on the rally. And then actually the cool thing this year for the rally, we're going to have my friend Ronnie, who he's an editor and a bunch of stuff for Vice magazine. He will be tagging along and kind of just jumping car to car and doing video of the whole rally. So we'll try and put together a bunch of little short little features, and then maybe even like a longer kind of a documentary on the rally. We're kind of, I don't know, I think it's one of those things we'll just see how it kind of goes and what footage we get, and I'll play with it and we'll figure it out. Maybe just do some really cool like short videos, and, you know, I think we'll do that no matter what, but a bunch of short videos, and then maybe if we have enough to like put something, you know, create some kind of story, we'll do that. So that should be pretty fun. And then we have a couple photographers, you know, friends of ours, and they're photographers that'll be on the rally, just kind of documenting the whole thing. Our friend Matt Brown, Pushy Pushy on Instagram, he's driven the last 2 years, but this year he'll just be bouncing around, you know, car to car, and he's going to be just taking photos. And then Kyron Barrett, our friend from the north, from Canada, he'll be doing the same thing, and he's shooting, I know he's shooting for Speed Hunter's article for the rally, and probably some other stuff. And then our friend Patrick Stevenson, Motor Affair, he's actually driving this really cool, it's a 79 Porsche 930, but it has this like gradient stripe down the side that's like super radwood, super 80s gradient kind of fluorescent colors. I think, and the shop that owns that car, I believe it's called Mekalos Motors or something. They're out of San Diego. They're air-cooled Porsche specialist, and he'll be writing an article for Petrolicious about the about the Coastal Range Rally. So that'll be pretty neat. And then there'll be a bunch of other stuff too, like Bradley Brownell, who is the Jalopnik Sunday contributor, and you know, he's a good friend of ours. But he also writes for Flat Sixes and a bunch of other, you know, Auto Week, European Car when that was a thing. So he'll be writing some stuff. It'll be really neat. I think it'll be cool to see all these like different takes on what the rally is, and you know, different perspectives and what comes out of the rally. I think it's gonna be just a super fun. I mean, we have, you know, we've done 2 of these big rallies the past 2 years, and this will be our 3rd. And if it's anything like the other 2, you know, it'll be a blast. And I think it even gets better every year because the camaraderie and, you know, just everyone knowing each other. Bradley Brownell actually wrote an article for European Car last year, and it was he had mentioned, and it was kind of like a thing that was going around the whole weekend. Everyone was talking about how it was like summer camp, and we were all coming back, and you were with your car friends, that you hadn't seen for a year, and I think that's a great analogy for the rally. It's summer camp, you know. So yeah, we're just really ramping up for that, and then once the rally's done, it's just full steam ahead. Radwood, Valentine 1's going off. Yeah, so I guess that's it for my Tuesday morning segment. Hopefully the other guys, I handed out little wide angle clip-on lenses for the other guys and suction mounts and everything last night, so hopefully we'll get some videos from them this week as well. You know, maybe it'll be next week, but hopefully this week, so this channel isn't just my ugly bug talking to you guys. All right, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.